Hello, YouTube viewers, and welcome to this edition of the Hot Seat here at UniTec Career Center. Today's guest, Jason Lowry had a great idea to bring all of our UniTec instructors on one at a time and have them in the hot seat. Today is our automotive instructor, one of our automotive instructors, Mr. Shane Blair. And so we're going to put Shane in the hot seat. I had to drag him up here. He didn't come willingly.
Yeah.
He was volunteered himself.
Voluntold.
And so he's up here in the hot seat, but he's going to have a good time because Shane's a fun person to be around. So the first question, sir. You have, in your previous life, you were the driver, the guy for the Bigfoot monster truck. What was the best thing and the worst thing about having that job?
The worst thing was being gone so much from your family. You were gone 12, 14, 16 weeks at a time.
Okay.
I guess the best thing about it was
being gone from your family.
No.
It's a double-edged sword.
No. The best thing about it was the look on the little kids' faces.
Right.
You know, like whenever you get to autograph session after the show's over and you get to meet all the people. We'd sit there sometimes for 5-6 hours, and
great.
You know, we always give T-shirts away, and it was just
you're the Bigfoot guy.
See those,
how cool is that?
Yeah, it was kind of an experience.
Okay, so those of us that know you know you're a big race car guy. Who's your favorite driver of all time?
Probably Dale Earnhardt Sr.
Dale Earnhardt, the Intimidator.
Yep.
Was it number 3?
Number 3.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay. Won 200 plus races. Pretty. Okay. Good choice there. Number 3. What do you think so far has been your proudest moment as a father? I know you've got some
daughters.
children.
Got 3 daughters. Proudest moment.
I know you got some really proud moments coming up.
I do.
Let's talk about those.
I really don't have one single moment because I do have 3 daughters. That's kind of hard. I do have 2 daughters getting ready to graduate college. One will get her a white coat as a doctor, and the other one will graduate as a speech pathologist. She wants to work at a school district.
Great.
So.
And your third daughter?
And my third daughter, she's kind of really not sure what she's going to do.
That was me until I was 40 years old.
I guess 7th grade has been my proud moment of her. She struggled kindergarten through 6th grade.
Right.
Making her go to school, trying to get her to get good grades. She struggled at school.
And then all
7th grade, it just turned, and she's more like her older sisters.
Great.
She's making straight A's, and
she's good for her.
She's turned her school around.
Good deal. What about your favorite vacation spot? You've traveled all over the world. What's your favorite vacation spot?
My favorite, my wife wouldn't agree with this, but my favorite, we go to Table Rock Lake, and we enjoy just spending a week at the lake, going out on the boat.
Okay.
That's kind of my favorite.
Okay. Do you remember your first concert? What was the first concert you ever remember seeing?
My first concert was a long time ago, and it was AC/DC.
AC/DC.
It was my first.
Right. Well, that's a great first concert.
It was.
Though.
It was.
It's like seeing Kiss as your first concert.
Of course, as old as I am back then, they wasn't quite as.
Yeah, they weren't as popular.
Yeah, popular as they are now.
Well, because you have 3 movies, I'm going to ask you, or you have 3 daughters, I'm going to ask you this. What's your favorite Disney movie? Because you've had to watch a bunch of them over the years.
Oh, yeah, a lot. Little Mermaid.
Little Mermaid? Okay. All right, Little Mermaid. Tell our viewers something that maybe they don't know about you. Is there something that you're really good at that people don't know about? You have a talent, a hidden talent maybe?
I really like to eat. I enjoy going out to dinner. No, I'm kidding. No, I just enjoy family time. I enjoy racing.
And you still race quite a bit.
I do. Not really good at the racing deal, but we enjoy it. But I love to go places. We like to go to the zoo. We like to go hiking. Probably one of my most favorite things to do with the kids.
Great. What's your go-to song for a slow dance?
Don't really slow dance.
You're a fast dance guy?
I don't really dance at all. Okay. I mean, look at me. Does it look like I'm built to dance? But no, anything by George Jones.
Anything by George Jones. Okay. Hard to go wrong with a possum.
My wife likes old George
Old country
Jones, old
stuff.
country stuff.
We were talking about that era of country music and rock and roll music in the 70s and 60s. That was when he was popular, very popular. And so, yeah, it's a great choice. Favorite television show as a kid growing up?
Andy Griffith.
Andy Griffith's show. Tough to beat Andy Griffith. This is another television related or movie television related question because we're both kind of car guys. What's your favorite car that's appeared in a movie or television series? You know, because you got like the Ferrari and Magnum PI, and you got Jim Rockford drove the Firebird. Was there something that you're like, this is just a cool movie or show because of the car?
Yeah, probably the show that sticks out to me the most that the car actually made the show would be Smokey and the Bandit.
Oh,
the Trans Am.
The Trans Am.
It come, that's
yeah, the Bandit edition.
yeah.
Wow. I can't think of a better one now that you mentioned that one.
That's probably my favorite.
That's pretty tough to beat. We had Doug Calvert on, Chief of Police, and that was one of his favorite movies. We had some Smokey and the Bandit questions for him. Favorite high school teacher? You're a Potosi guy.
I was.
Potosi. Who's your favorite teacher over there?
Probably the one that sticks out to me the most was Fred Russell.
Okay. What Fred teacher?
He was football coach. He was my coach. He was just my football coach, but he was our teacher as well. You know, he taught.
One of those guys like John Wooden or Mary Hayne that were great coaches, but they looked at themselves as a teacher first.
Yep. It would be a toss up between him and Rhonda Ferris.
Okay.
Rhonda Ferris was my math teacher.
Okay.
Great lady.
Who would play Shane Blair in a movie about your life?
Jason Lowry.
Jason Lowry.
Jason Lowry.
He could do it.
He would do it. He could.
He could do it. And that's a great answer. Jason Lowry.
Jason Lowry.
And Jason Lowry. And it would be like they would have all the stars, and then they have that big cameo, and it says, and or introducing Jason Lowry as Shane Blair. I like it. Yeah, driving her off in Bigfoot.
There you go.
Or the Bandit edition, Trans Am.
Just don't ask to drive the race car. We'll be okay.
If you had to get a tattoo, what would it be? Have to get it.
A skull.
A skull? Where would a skull, like
on your shoulder?
Okay. Big skull.
Little barbed wire.
Oh, barbed wire.
Something tough looking.
Okay, yeah. Nothing tougher than a barbed wire wrapped skull.
That's right.
Okay. Favorite place to eat out? Your favorite restaurant to go to?
We have a place down in the Kimberling City area. There's a couple of them though, but it's called Flat Creek.
Flat Creek. You mentioned that to me one time. I need to try it.
Of course, anything with crab legs, I enjoy that.
I thought you might go with Patty's down at Paducah, Kentucky.
That would be my wife's favorite place.
Yes, okay. Best lesson you ever learned from your parents?
Be respectful.
Be respectful.
Be respectful.
Not just your parents, but everybody.
Of everybody.
Okay.
Show the respect you want.
Okay. Again, you've done a lot of things. We're asking this of everybody that comes in on the show, our employees anyway. What do you think is the best thing about working at UniTec?
The best thing about working at UniTec, I guess the satisfaction of teaching the kids. You know, whenever they get it, you show them, and sometimes you have to show them a couple times, but once they get it and they understand it, and then you watch them do it, that's the satisfaction of.
You know, you mentioned the kids, and that's a great little sidebar here because, you know, you and I have suffered some big losses in our life, and you had some kids this year that came to you with some cards and some thank yous and things that you didn't expect. And that's always good when you get those from those kids.
It is, yeah, it is. It shows you that you actually have touched those kids.
Exactly.
You're actually getting through to them if they think that much of you.
Okay. Another thing we have in common is we both have wives that are much nicer than we are.
You bet.
Sherry and Tyler, both super nice people. How did you propose to your wife? Don't say it was like in the truck. In the truck. What?
Yeah.
What do you think about getting hitched?
No. Honestly, don't remember how that all went down.
This is not going to go well for you.
You're right. I mean,
when she sees
we. I mean, I asked her out a couple of times.
Mr. Lowry, the guy who would play you as a, he might have to edit this portion just to save your skin.
I know.
So you asked her out a couple of times.
I did, and it just didn't work out the first couple of times, and then finally she said yes, and then we dated. We were together for 3 years or so before I finally asked her.
You had to wear her down.
Well, I was working for Bigfoot,
you were gone a lot.
and it was kind of like one of those deals where she was like, I was gone a lot and doing a very dangerous job.
Sure.
And she come to me one day and she said, we have to be married for me to have life insurance on you and for it to pay off. No, not really. But anyway, no, it's just, I took her on a trip with me. I took her to New York to a Bigfoot show. And that's where I proposed to her there.
Oh, so you did.
We were
you
away
did
on the
remember.
weekend. Yeah.
Made a better story.
I was
though,
just,
when you didn't,
yeah.
You said you didn't.
I figured when she watched this, she's
Right,
probably going to be a little upset.
Okay, so you got to pick here. Being a car guy, Gas Monkey Garage, Counting Cars, or American Chopper. Which show would you rather?
Gas Monkey.
You're a Gas Monkey guy.
Yeah, just because I don't really get into the counting cars. I mean, we watch it some, and I actually, when we were in Vegas, we went over there and toured his place.
I've met Danny a couple times. It's not the most.
It's not my style.
No,
It's just
mine
not my style. I'm not into all that.
Right.
Shag carpet on the
Yeah,
dash
yeah,
kind of thing.
yeah.
But
Okay, so Mr. Lowry's written this question. We're mixing it up a little bit for our employees here. So you're a junior or senior coming to UniTec, but you can't take a program in your hall. You have to take a class that's in the upper hall. What class do you think you might enjoy taking as a junior or senior if you weren't in a lower hall? Because for those of you who don't know, our hall pretty well divided. We've got our graphic design, our health services. We've got our radio TV, our computer maintenance. We've got a lot of different things up here, which is totally different from your hallway down there.
it is, and not just because Mr. Lowry is in here, but it would probably be radio TV.
Well, I'm telling you, after this interview, you've done great, and you were skeptical. You've done a great job.
Yeah.
So no, I think this would be the program for you. Hey, this has been the Hot Seat with our special guest, Mr. Shane Blair, our automotive teacher here at UniTec. If you enjoy the Hot Seat episodes, please like and subscribe, and stay tuned for more upcoming Hot Seats to come. Thanks, and have a great day.